Okay, so I saw that Zoe Unlimited makes a video about Zendaya and her branding, and then this other girl makes a video that's about like the colorism or something about Zendaya and saying it's problematic that they called her colored. And then I watched Zoe's video, and Zoe is basically getting to the point of like Zendaya had this rebrand from a Disney girl to like a high fashion girly by showing up on the runway in clothes. And LaRoche or whatever dressed her really well. Okay, sure. I think, yeah, I definitely think that she had a rebrand from a Disney star, a Disney girl to like an adult woman. And that probably did help her get roles. I think this entire era though is just over. You see, because there's no story arc here, and that's where the YouTube girlies come in. This is where I want the black girls to come to the front because I want you to hear me and hear me loud and clear. This is why I made this channel. It's the representation part. Like, we're never going back to 2021. We're never going back to 2020. We're never going back to any of the years that already passed. It's over. Like, those times are done, and it is what it is, right? If you were there, you got it. If you were not there, you didn't get it. That's why I talked about Rhode Island for what it is. It took a while to get to Rhode Island. We didn't just get there like overnight, and I do think that some of y'all kind of missed like all the shit it took to get there. And I also, here's the thing too, like, and okay, I think that the reason a lot of people in America, especially Hollywood execs, are seeing Zendaya and calling Zendaya black. Zendaya is biracial and she is like black and white. I've said this in the last video. This like black and white biracial identity is a very European thing about like integration and multiculturalism. Like, the Africans and the Europeans have small little towns all over Europe. This is a big in London. They have a couple shows about it. Skins focuses on it a lot, right? With whatever the fuck that is. That's great. There's like some, multicultural urban identities like the Kehlani experience. I talked about that on this channel. I'll put that in the description box. But that's like a very small community of people. There's kind of like Tyla too in that colored community. That's a South African thing. Everywhere else on planet Earth, especially in Africa, I already made another video that was about where the black African girls are from. The black girls are very different. There's just something wrong with like American media, which is very prominent globally, but is not representative of Afro Latinas, of Africans, of like Afro Indigenous, Afro Asiatic people, and none of them look like Zendaya. None of them, like, none of the culture is different, is similar. Like, she is representative of a very small group, but because so many groups have been excluded, just the fact that she's included, it like kind of opened the floodgates for someone who is non-white. So a better way to describe Zendaya is not as black, but as non-white. Because just remember, all the other actresses that are, that were really mainstream and doing really well were just white. So that means that even though 80% of the women on planet Earth are non-white, 100% of the actresses in the movies were white. And so when there's one non-white woman who is doing something, everybody's paying attention. But let's go back to the meat and potatoes of it all, right? Because in reality, there's this like female experience. There's this universal kind of female experience where women are the girlfriends, the wives, the mothers. They are the ones wearing the makeup. They're the ones who are on the receiving end of the luxury products of the economies in the developed world. What that means is when men have extra money to spare, in some way it's coming down the pipeline and going to women, not all white women. Some of those women are non-white. Anyway, so yes, it is important to have people like Zendaya be visible, but there's just a billion other stories to tell. We're seeing that with who's the current girlfriend of Cristiano Ronaldo? Him, like, I think Bad Bunny, does he have like some hidden wife somewhere? All the FIFA players and their wives who are all over like Instagram, they all have YouTube channels making shit. Black Coffee and his girlfriend are out. Like, you could just and this is why we need Instagram, because we need Instagram for the non-white girls from all over the world. I've found like some Persian girls now who I follow, Indian baddies, just a whole bunch of like Latina baddies, tweens, like all of them are non-white. All of them are coming from their same cultures that are old and historic, ancient, okay, and they're full of like these rituals, beauty rituals and traditions and all of these things that have nothing to do with Zendaya at all. The problem is American media. This is why it's useful for us to have our cameras and to get online and to talk about shit relevant in our own lives. It doesn't really matter if Hollywood catches up. Like, for me, I'm interested in more of a Monopoly style, like, takeover. Like, I don't understand why we need to be having a similar conversation at all. Like, fuck them. Like, they don't understand what we've got going on, and they don't care. They haven't been paying attention. So then the people who just have been paying attention who are online, like Hailey Bieber. That's how Hailey Bieber knows what's up. Hailey Bieber and Kendall Jenner are the two white girls who are going to survive. And that is really Earth to Justine Sky. All they did was look at the facts. They looked around, and this is a while ago. This had to be in like 2010, and both of them realized, oh my God, a pretty black girl who's talking about something. All they did was follow her and befriend her in real fucking life. Like, those people all really be going places. Like, if you didn't know, it was like 2 weeks ago, they were all in Korea or something at some spa. And there was some other influencer, some like trad wife influencer who just happened to be in Korea and saw them at the spa. That's how I know, because she posted about it, even though Hailey didn't post about it. She's like, yeah, Hailey and Justine are at the spa. I'm like, all right, well, okay. Or if you follow any of the models, you would know that like Mona and Kylie Jenner and Justine Scott, they're all like friends in real life and really be going places together all the time. So if you just watch the stories, you would just see them doing shit randomly in all the cities, in New York, in LA, in Hawaii, and fucking every city. Okay, so you've known kind of for a while then who the it girls are, what the it girls, the makeup that they're using, the matcha trends. And so if you're wondering like how kind of whatever you're thinking this like clean girl aesthetic baddie is, that it just came like overnight, it didn't. We have all just been following different shades of the same person. Like Jasmine Tukes and Lais Ribeiro are kind of like the same person, the Whole Foods mom. I've made a video about this already. I was simply able to put that together by watching their stories over a period of like a year and being like, oh wow, this is a trend. And then living my own life in my own real reality and being like, oh, this is how this fits in and this is how this is similar. So the Zendaya of it all, and I think I've made another video about the social climbing of Zendaya. Go watch that if you are confused about it. I've also made another video about why I don't like Zendaya. Because I don't relate to Zendaya. Like, Zendaya just has nothing to do with the black experience, and it's insulting to refer to her as a black woman and then have a bunch of like black girls look up to her as though their experience is going to parallel hers in any way. It isn't. The black girl experiences that the tween and elementary school black girls are going to experience in the world are going to be way more similar to a Coco Jones, an Ayo Idibiri, or a million other black girls who are on YouTube, Kiana Naomi's, right, who are sharing these experiences about things that they have dealt with in real life and real society. Because in reality, you are going to be socialized by the white and Hispanic people and Asian people in your actual life, your managers, your, I don't know, the people who live around you, the people who know you and the people you don't, and the stereotypes they believe and the stereotypes they don't. And so if there's no, like, if I had not come online, and another, I will also say this, and it's just kind of a peep game moment. I'll make a longer video about this, but this is kind of where the utility of Finstagram really fucking shines. The reason that Finstagram shines is because, like, I know what's happening in these like pseudo online spaces because I'm like there, and it's not like I'm publicly there. Like, if it's kind of like, if you know, you know, it's like a secret handshake sort of situation. But we're like true to this. We're not new to this, you know. So we've been doing this for a minute. So if you've been there, you've like seen it progress over the years. And then everybody who didn't, they've just been following the trends. This is why it's so funny. And maybe I'll start like screen recording some of these girls because they're making the videos where they feel like they understand the trends. And then you see them and you're like, wow, y'all are like really dumb. Like, I can't believe you would say this aloud. And it's like, because they really believe it. And they believe it because like around them, they're seeing like the dupes and the people who've like faked it to make it or whatever. Their stories like don't add up in reality. They just add up in like Instagram. That's kind of the Zendaya issue of it all. Like, Hollywood can have no black people in the entire room, in the entire existence, in the entire community, and they'll put out a movie and they'll be like, this will resonate with all the black people. And it's like, I don't even know who is she? Where is she? Where did she come from? What the fuck is this? And then somebody on YouTube or something will make a video and it'll just hit. Because it's like, oh yeah, that's what we've been doing the whole time. And the people who are not a part of that community need a translator to even understand, like, what is happening. The point is, beauty is a commodity, okay? And like, if you are participating in the black beauty space, you just gotta know like who's lit and who's it and who ain't, right? Like, I definitely think that Zendaya right now is occupying a space in the Hollywood actress community. I just don't think it has anything to do with black women at all, and I don't think that she should be correlated in this space. So I think that there's a new lane that she carved out for herself, and I think that's a positive thing. I just think it doesn't have anything to do with us. Okay.